Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I am in my room with the most bland background ever because my room is a bit messy right now, to be honest, and I just wanted to get this video going because I have lots to do today. So I just wanted to give you an update on how things are going. So I guess last time I hadn't really started the application that much, but I've got all the information filled out. I was originally using the NDCAS application, which is what you would use for most naturopathic schools. So it's kind of like a common app, so you can send it to multiple different schools. But since I'm really only looking at SCNM right now, they actually sent out an email saying that if you use their online application and interview by December 13th, then you can get the application fee waived. And what was surprising about the NDCAS application was that, so you upload your resume, but then of course, actually this is the same with the SCNM app, you can still put your achievements and like merits and stuff in the application as well, but your transcript is where the problem, not the problem, but a tedious task comes up, because on the NDCAS, that's what I've been calling it, application, you actually have to put in each class individually and make sure that it matches to your transcript. I honestly didn't even start that process, so I'm not exactly sure how that goes, but it sounded like a long time consuming task. And they even had some sort of a program or something you could sign up for and pay like $60 or something, $50, $60, $65, to have someone else do it for you to make sure that everything matches, and so that you can focus on the other parts of your application. But luckily the SCNM application does not make you do that. You just upload your transcript as normal, and then I guess they will check it over for you. So that was really nice that I got to do that, and I have the application fee waived, which is great. And then so I've moved on to recommendation letters. I asked the doctor that I shadowed, an old family friend, for a character reference, a professor, and then I asked another professor who actually she was a bit skeptical about naturopathic medicine, and she actually asked me to come back in to talk to her about it. And so I went back, and she basically was kind of trying to get me to go a different route. She wanted me to do MD or OD because she thought I could, and she said that she was looking out for my best interests, which I understand. Like, not everyone understands this kind of medicine, not everyone is up to date on all the research, and there's a lot out there on the internet that says that it's not valid science, and a lot of people that basically just try to discredit the schools. So honestly, I hadn't recently done a lot of the research about naturopathic schools recently, and all of the research and all of what they do, it had been a little while, so it did honestly make me a little bit nervous what she was talking about, because I don't know exactly how all of these medicines work. And homeopathic medicine, I did shadow a homeopathic doctor, and I knew kind of the philosophy and how the medicine is supposed to work, but I didn't fully understand all this scientific background and all of the research that has gone into it, because there are studies that my professor mentioned that basically have said it's placebo, and there's like such small amount of an active ingredient that how could it even work, which confused me, because logically that does make sense, but then I also knew from when I shadowed the doctor that there was an energy, which sounds very kind of like mystical to some people. That doesn't sound like real science. But I knew that this doctor had had a lot of success, and she's super smart. I look up to her so much, but I was still a little wary. So after we talked, I actually launched into a full-on research journey. No, vent. I don't know. I launched into a full-on investigation. And so I went on PubMed and I looked up like naturopathic randomized controlled trials. So I basically opened every single study that came up. It was like 5 pages worth, so it honestly wasn't that much for PubMed at least, but it's still a lot of articles. I opened them all up. I created this Word document, and I put links to all of the articles I found, all of the research articles, and then I read into some of them. I haven't gone through all of it because it's a lot, but I wanted to basically, one, know that there are randomized controlled trials out there, because naturopathic medicine, there are a lot of case studies that are done, because everyone's body is different, everyone has different needs. So for example, homeopathic medicine, some remedy might work for one person but not another because of the way their body works, and that's why it can be more difficult to have these kind of trials that uses just like one type of medicine for every single person. Because with homeopathic medicine, that if the medicine that is given doesn't work for that person, there are no side effects, but you're also going to see no effect as well. So basically, yes, I looked through all these articles. I looked at their findings, their research methods, their authors, the journal that it's published in to make sure it's a valid journal. And then I also contacted other naturopathic doctors that are currently practicing. I actually found them on Instagram, of all places, because actually more doctors started following me after I followed a couple doctors, and so it's really cool, the community that is out there. And I messaged some of them, and I called one naturopathic doctor who's not that far from me actually, that I had heard about when I actually went to get some acupuncture done. And so I called her, and from there I actually got to get on a phone call with her after like a few days. Took a little bit, but that was really helpful to talk to her about her experience. She had a great experience. She graduated like 8 years ago, but so things have changed, but she really enjoyed it. It was very rigorous. She definitely reassured me, and actually talked to me about like some of the financial aspects and basically saving up for it, because it's a lot of money, and to make sure that you are able to fund your education. And then another doctor who I actually haven't heard back from yet, she was actually super kind and like enthusiastic to talk to me about it. She's been pretty busy, I've seen on her Instagram, but she said that she would love to talk to me, and she loves talking to prospective students, because when she was looking into naturopathic school, a lot of people told her that she shouldn't do it, and she was so happy that she actually did follow her instincts and her desires, and she's so happy that she did it. So that was definitely reassuring as well. And yeah, everything's good. So I've also written my personal statement. I actually went to a workshop by the health professions, I can't remember the rest of the name, but HPAC at my school, and they did a workshop on like how to write your personal statement, what things to include, like what medical schools look for. And of course, like it's different between allopathic medical school and naturopathic, because there's a different process and there are different requirements for each school. But I figured that if I did go along the same lines, took the same tips and information, it would help me as well for naturopathic school. So I did that, and then I wrote my statement and I sent it in to one of the advisors. She took a little while to respond, but she got back to me, and yeah, then I did some revisions. I basically kind of rewrote half of my essay because I focused a little bit too much on the background part of it, because I was kind of just free writing like my journey to naturopathic medicine and what was important to me. But then reading again, I did realize like I needed to make some changes to gear it less from the background and more towards the medicine side of it, which is what my advisor advised as well. And so yeah, I just got her response to that revision back today, and she was very happy with it. So I'm happy, and I'm really excited to get my personal statement in, and then the application will be submitted and I will be almost done, because right now I'm hoping to, so right now I actually have a plane ticket and a place booked, an Airbnb booked for going to interview, but technically I haven't been invited to interview yet. Oh, another thing was that I talked to my admissions counselor at SCNM, and she is so nice. She actually reminds me of the human resources person, the person that hired me at my clinical research position, and she's just like so nice and energetic, and like you can tell she really believes in the school. So I talked to her, I actually told her all of the concerns my professor had, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is so silly, let me show you all of this information that we have. She told me about this presentation that she had just gone to, and it was crazy because in the presentation they actually talked about the research that they're doing in using natural medicine to treat syphilis, which was actually one of the issues that my professor used as an example that naturopathic medicine couldn't treat. She was like, you have to use an antibiotic for that, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess. I don't know that much about it right now, right? So that was kind of funny, and so she is going to send me some information on that. She said that she would even get me in contact with the head of the research department, and she sent me lots of other information, and she's been really great. So I'm super happy about that, and I'm just really excited to get this show on the road. So that's my update. I guess I will see y'all next time. Bye. Hey, we're back. Getting a little artsy here, I know. So actually I forgot to mention that the talk with that one naturopathic doctor about finances and stuff, it kind of got me a little nervous, because I really wanted to be able to go to naturopathic school like as soon as possible. And she was like, make sure you have enough money to finance yourself at least for like a year. And so I actually think I've done a very good job at saving over the last few years, so I think I'm pretty good. Definitely these next few months will be super helpful in saving more money up. But I've also been trying to look for a side hustle. So you know Izzy from Grey's Anatomy, how she funded her medical school education because she modeled? I don't know if I can do that, because, you know, I don't know. But I've always wanted to try, because why not? That'd be fun. I feel like it'd be kind of a easy job. It's probably not as easy as I think it is, because I don't know how to make my face like sultry and serious. I'm okay at smiling. That's where I stay. But I may be going to see how to get into that, but I'm also trying to get into some photography, so I've been looking into that as well, because first of all, I have just been interested in photography and like journalism. I've actually wanted to make documentaries for a while, so I just never had the time or like got the ball rolling into actually learning all of the logistics. There's actually so much more to learn than I really figured. I don't know why, but yes, I'm really excited to start learning more about that. My friend actually has a business. She does photography, and she's created like cards, letters, basically letter cards, that she puts her photos on and she sells, and she makes a really good profit for it, and she's been able to fund her education so far with that, which is really awesome. And so if I could do something like that, that would be super helpful as well. And honestly, I just think it's fun. But then I've also been thinking like, what else could I do? But yeah, I'm looking into side hustles right now. Currently, you know, I work at a couple of restaurants, and I have my clinical research position. But honestly, the restaurants, those jobs are, I make pretty good money there right now, so it's not something I have to leave. But it would definitely be good to get into another more healthcare related profession to make money. The doctor that I spoke to about all of this. She said she would have done nursing for maybe like a year or so and saved up money before she went to school, and then done nursing on the weekends as well. So I'm super interested in thermography. If you haven't seen my other video, what is thermography, like, I find it super interesting, and I really liked the doctor that I talked to about it. So if I could become a thermography technician or learn how to do that, I think that would be really interesting as well. So there's just like a lot out there, trying to figure out what's going to work best for me. So that's on the finances. Okay, bye for real now, I guess.